All right, welcome to Sober Barkeep. I'm Brian Anderson coming to you from SIPPLE here in the Rice Village in downtown Houston, Texas. Got Danny, the proprietor and owner of SIPPLE. So tell us a little bit about SIPPLE. Why Rice Village? Why are you doing this? I mean, this is great. I love it. But what possessed you to go do this?
Yeah, for sure. That's a good question. I get all the time. So I've been in beverage and hospitality over 20 years. Been a beverage director som for a long time. Used to produce wine, cider, and beer. But I don't drink alcohol anymore.
Okay.
So I'm a beverage nerd. Been a beverage nerd for over 20 years. I still geek out on flavor profile stories. And in 2020, when I gave up the booze, I always say I'm a retired drinker now. I was pro, I'm retired, and I was looking for, there's got to be other things out there. I knew there was seed lip, but I was like, there's got to be more. So the quest began.
Yep.
Kind of like you.
Sounds familiar. Yep.
And then tasted a bunch of things, and just like when you're doing these videos, I was like, there's got to be a place where people can go get these too.
Now, if I understand right, this is the only non-alcoholic bottle shop in this great state of Texas.
Yes, we are the first.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I hope we're not the only. I hope that's definitely going to change in 2022.
Yeah.
But we are proud to be the first.
That's fantastic.
And we're Rice Village because by Rice University, Central Houston. And we're so happy to be here. And we knew Houston was ready for a shop like this, but it's far exceeded our expectations.
Yeah. It's amazing. I saw you guys posted something on Facebook, and I had to come. I think it's your first, second weekend that you guys opened. Because I wanted to go check this out. I've got to support this because this is. I mean, it's great. We were talking. Graham and I were talking earlier. I've not been able to go get anything. I'll have to order everything because there's a few things you can go pick up at Total Wine Beer, primarily. Yeah. But in the spirits world, you don't find it. So now we got a place where I can come grab stuff, which is just incredible.
And I remember when we first met, and you came in, and I tasted you on Tenneyson.
I did. Well, and what got me on that, and so it's dry January, so you guys had Tenneyson in here to kind of do a rollout. This is Graham from Tenneyson, the owner and proprietor of Tenneyson. And you told me, you said, this is really unique, and it's from Austin. And I thought, I got to get it. It's from Austin. So Graham, tell us about it. And I did an episode on this and kind of talked about it. Incredibly unique. I love this stuff. But what was your thought process, and why did you get into the non-alcoholic market?
Sure. Similar to Danny in that I kind of come from a hospitality background, eat well, drink well, travel well, enjoy all those things, but have a little family now, focused on building some businesses, and just don't necessarily have the time to spend sleeping in and sleeping it off, and you know how it goes, right? Yeah. So I started to look at the category, and there were, a couple options out there, and ones that have been around forever, O'Doul's, those type of things. But then there were also seemingly a lot of products that kind of skewed light, airy, flirty, female, and not anything really particular for me. And then when you tried something that was like a mock whiskey, mock gin, mock rum, didn't necessarily hit the same way that the alcoholic version did. So we said, why don't we go out there and kind of define what the future of non-alc drinking could be, and we created our own. We started with the Tenneyson Black Ginger, called Black Ginger because we use two different types of ginger and it relates to the color. We use gentian root, lemon balm, dandelion, caffeine-free yerba mate, so we've got no added refined sugars. We use a little bit of responsibly sourced honey, but basically leaning into the liquor experience, but not necessarily the flavor and the effects of what liquor has. So it has a little bit of spice, sophistication, layer, and depth to it. You can pour it over the rocks or make it into a cocktail.
Yeah, and what I like about it, and I mentioned this on the previous episode, is the complexity to it. It's very unique in that it's not trying to chase anything, so you don't have anything to compare it to, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, you can take a sip of this thing, and 2 or 3 minutes later, you're picking up different flavors. As one flavor subsides, another one starts coming out. And that to me was always kind of a standard of quality in a true spirit. I did a lot of single malt scotches, and they had that same kind of thing, where you'd have something really up front that just attacked you, but then on the back end you had something that just kind of subtly came out. And this has got that, and I'm not trying to compare this to single malt scotch because it doesn't taste like that at all, but it's got those kind of building complexities that come in later. And so I've liked playing with this, and when you guys agreed to do this episode, I thought, let's play with this a little bit and do something a little unique. One of the things you didn't really mention a whole lot, it's kind of orange forward. To me, I pick up, the ginger's definitely there, but you got a couple of different types of orange that's in there.
We've got a Valencia orange and a sweet orange.
Right, and to me, those kind of pop out. And so I played with this the other day and created a margarita. And so we're going to have an Austinrita here. because
I'll
it's
take it.
awesome. So we're going to use one of my favorites, the Free Spirit of Tequila, which I think is just a fantastic expression of non-alcoholic tequila. So we'll do 2 parts tequila. So we're going to do 3 of these. And what I'm going to do with this is, instead of using a triple sec or a Cointreau, I'm going to use your product. And so we're going to substitute this for the orange. Now, because of the look and feel of your product, it's going to look kind of funky as a margarita. It's not going to have kind of the normal limey looking to it. So we'll do that. We're going to do, let's do a lime and a half here of lime juice.
I'm always interested in what it tastes like, you know?
Yeah, I know. And yeah, now there's something to be said about a pretty cocktail. I'm a simple guy. I try to keep my cocktails, I try not to use real exotic ingredients. Now, I appreciate people that do that, but I try to keep it as simple as possible because I'm kind of lazy. And, you know, when I go make a drink, I want to be able to make it quick because I'm more interested in drinking it than I am making it. Now, there are other people that are much more interested in, you know, being chemists, but I'm not. Okay, so then we're also going to throw a little bit of agave syrup in there because I think that just kind of adds to the complexity of this. I'm just going to put just a little bit in there because I don't like a lot of sweet. And I'm not going to measure it because if you like a sweeter margarita, you're going to put a lot more of this in there. If you don't, like me, I'm just going to put a touch in there, basically just to get the flavor of that agave syrup in there. So we shake it really good, as we always do. And we'll see what you guys think of this. I have a feeling Grandma would like it just simply because it's his product. So we're gonna ignore Graham's view of this thing, and Danny and I are gonna try this thing and see what we think of it.
I think it's like a hazy margarita.
Yeah, there you go. So
fantastic.
So
Thank you, my friend.
Absolutely, Danny. All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers, Danny.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us at SIPPLE,
Yeah.
and thanks for having us on the Sober
Absolutely,
Barkeep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
thank you
So let me know what you think here.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
I would never think to put Tenneyson in a margarita. This is awesome.
I'll drink that all day.
It's got, what I like about it, it's got that tequila back, you know, that kind of smoky kind of feel to it. But the bright orange of this really stands out when you put it in this
Yeah,
combination.
it's got citrus. It's not too sweet. You know, it's not too sour.
The lime bite kind of, I think, adds to the orange piece of it. So I thought this turned out really well when I was goofing around with it.
I think the herbaceousness of the tequila is actually bringing the orange out more.
I think it is too.
Yeah, it is
I
really
think so
nice.
too. Yeah, so
Really nice.
it's great. All right, so thanks guys for joining me. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thanks for making an amazing product.
Oh,
You know,
no problem.
this is
Thank
just-
you guys both for the support. We really appreciate it.
From Sober Barkeep, live well and drink smart.
Cheers.